Woke up to deposits and it's only 8 a.m. Do it for the fam, I don't do it for the gram. Do it for my daughters, do it for my little man. That's my 2020, reason why I win. Lot of missed calls, looking bloody in my call log. I bet to myself, I'm not sorry that I logged dog. Check my mental health, I was feeling like a lost dog. Bounce back and wipe my paws off. Get it off the humble and I stick to what I know. Nights on top of nights, long nights took a toll. Took some steps back, but I still get up and I go. And now you know, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Yeah, new Jeep, no doors with it. No, I won't stop now. Who you kidding? Kidding. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. I'ma send it. I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. Pressure on me daily, got the family on my back. Dreams are getting bigger, put the city on my map. Wrote inside my palm, but I'll try not to get attached. Moment that is here, could be over just like that. Fast car, no NASCAR. I was never working hard, I guess I'm mad smart. Top speed like a rocket, it was blast off. 6 figures from my couch without a mask on. Waited for my cycle like a laundry mat. Going to the moon, it's on top and that. 2 straight years of dropping back to back.
Good morning, chat. Good morning. Hope we are all well. FOMC day today. Today is FOMC day. GJ here. Looking like we are bearish today. Gonna analyze all of this. Have a look at everything. We have closed below the range. Just quick jump on the charts here. I'm worried about this resistance here. This support, sorry. It's not really the best range to sell into here. 6 pip range. That's what I'm looking at here, but breaking this low could be an option here, but a bit early for me. I rather wait for something to break this and then look for potential entries if I'm gonna take something right now. Right, so that's probably what I'll wait for here. With that being said, let's do the analysis, of course, and we'll start on the daily time frame here. So daily time frame ended up closing bearish here. As you can see, we closed bearish from the top of the range, closing back inside of the range, which is why we have a selling bias today. Bank holiday in the yen is totally fine because we are trading GBP, and GBP banks open in an hour and a bit, so it's okay to trade that when we're trading the GBP. If we were trading Asian session, would be a problem, but we're relying on London volume to give us the pushes here. Apart from that, as you can see, I mean, bank holidays all week. It's been all week. Yesterday was bank holiday. Today's bank holiday. Tomorrow's bank holiday. The day after. So it's like that all week. So apart from that, we have a 4-hour time frame here. Also trending bearish here. Broken the 4 hours low. 4-hour closing bearish here. We zoom out. We can see we're pushing back into the range. So everything's pointing down. Nothing, is telling me to buy price yet. And buys definitely don't make sense for me today. Moving down towards the 1 hour, pretty simple here. We have a support and we have a resistance. We have just broken this zone here, so we did get a quick push and broken this 1 hour support that I was looking to break. If we can get a close below this support, that would look good, or some sort of 5-minute close. We could maybe look to continue price down here, and that would basically be the option that I'm looking for. Ideally, I would like a 1 hour close, but that's 20 minutes away. A 1 hour close below here would be nice. Take it like that. 30 pip range. We can run stops somewhere back inside the range. That would be more ideal. But yeah, let's just see what happens. 6 minutes till this 15-minute candle closes here. We at least have till this area here and then all the way down to here if we do end up closing. I'd rather it close below this range here in 6 minutes. I think that would be a good option. Breaking the low then. And that's basically what I'll be watching. This 5-minute candle closes in 1 minute here. Do I want to take it on the 5-minute? Problem is really early now. It's really early. But we are moving. Yeah, I'll make a decision here. Let's see how this closes. Because if price wants to move here, it will want to move, right? Morning from Brazil. Welcome, welcome. Nice to have you here. Morning, Lil G. Morning, morning. Bias on GJ today is bearish. We're looking for sells only today. Sells only. We'll have a look at gold because gold pushed nicely later, but I want to lock in on GJ at the moment because that's what's moving, and I don't want to miss anything analyzing gold. But we'll have a look at gold. Don't worry about that. Alright, this 5-minute close right at this support here. But is this a support on the 5-minute? Yeah, it is a support on the 5-minute. Yeah, I'd rather wait for this 15-minute close. If this just ends up pushing down, there's nothing I can do. It doesn't follow my plan. And I can't take a trade if it doesn't follow my plan. Right up the bias here. Yeah, plan is basically you're gonna wait for a closure below the support that comes from the 30-minute here. If price starts closing below there, I think I can have a good opportunity to sell. If this 15-minute doesn't close below in 3 minutes, I will be waiting for the 1-hour close. So yeah. Any questions, let me know. Don't be afraid to ask. We'll wait for this candle closure. Once this candle closes, then we'll have a look at gold to see what we're looking at for FOMC today. Very interesting movements we've had. But 2 minutes till this candle closes. Once this candle closes and we have the information whether we have a trade or not, then we can look at gold. Big push down here. This is kind of the target, right? We filled all of these clean candles here. We came towards the bottom of the zone here. This is where this last rejection was. Rejected, now finding our way down. Doesn't mean we can't still push and fill this range here, because this range is pretty clean on the 1 hour. Down to 169,500. 30-minute again, 169,500 is the target. 15-minute, we will probably, if we take this on the 15-minute, we'll have to watch this zone to the left here. How can you spot liquidity? No need to spot liquidity. You can't spot liquidity. I mean, you can try predict where liquidity is, but there's no point of doing that. Just watch what the candles do. It's an extra variable that I don't think is worth trying to spot. I mean, it's common sense as well, right? We can see all the rejections that are coming from here. 1, 2, 3 candles here. We see all the rejections. Obviously, there will be liquidity in this zone, but this is also our rejection zone and our 169,500 level. So it also counts as a target, right? So we don't need to spot it. We just know that it's there. Right, very interesting close here. Did not close below, but it has closed pretty deep. If maybe we can close the 5-minute below this wick, then maybe there's an opportunity for sells. But we have to wait for that. Do we normally have big candles in May? Depends, yeah. I mean, normally the biggest candles are February, March, April. May, it starts to become like average. We have good days and then there's days where the candles are not that big. But we haven't seen big pushes like this before in March. So this is definitely going to be interesting. Alright, so let's have a look at gold here because gold pushed up very heavily. Right, weekly time frame is trying to break this weekly resistance here. Daily time frame is finally broken out of this range, coming into some nice clean candles here to trade. And this is definitely an interesting spot here. 4-hour time frame is kind of consolidating at the moment. This move, I think, is kind of like buying the rumor because they expect interest rates to go up by 0.25, and that's kind of like a given. So that's obviously going to help gold. I don't see why gold doesn't range here, and then FOMC comes out and maybe gives us a push all the way up to 2031. So watch out for FOMC. I do think FOMC makes sense to continue up if the news comes as normal. Everything's bullish on the charts. But if we do start to see a break back into this range, probably we can find some downside here. But right before FOMC, it's not the best thing to trade. Not the best thing to trade gold right before FOMC, right? Because it will be super inconsistent. And yeah. I like how this is open, no bottom wick, and is flipping up first, because if we flip down and break the lows, this could be a good opportunity here. Morning Crest, morning brother. Can you talk about risk management when risk 4%? Also how to manage risk when the move goes against your bias. Check this out. So only risk 4% if you have to risk 4%. I don't recommend, if you're a beginner trader, I would recommend you probably risk less. Right? Don't be risking 4%. 4% is way too much. If you're a beginner, right? But if you know what you're doing, then it's okay because you expect to win more than lose. But risk probably to begin with like 2%, 1% if you're a complete beginner, then it's pretty hard to mess your account up completely. You know, if you stick to only like 1 to 2 trades a day, maybe 3 even, if you have to. Check this out. This video is a risk management video here, protecting your profits. So this video right here, gonna copy it. And I'm gonna paste it in chat here. And you can watch this video. This is exactly this in depth of how to manage risk, what percentage to use and everything. So instead of me giving you a random, explanation here, I explain it very in depth in that video, and it will exactly explain that. I explain it in the video. You manage the trade. You have to manage the trade in a specific way based on the market scenario. So definitely check out that video. Because it takes a long time to explain. I need to show examples and have the examples ready. If it goes against you, you have to keep asking yourself, does the trade make sense? Does the trade make sense? Does the trade make sense? Morning, morning. If you're enjoying the analysis, leave a like. 45 of us in here. Really does help. And also, I notice we all show up here, but no one wants to ask any questions. Like, guys, feel free to ask questions. No one will be. I won't give you crap. Like, I might sound strict, but it's just because I'm trying to help. It's not because I'm annoyed. It's not because I'm annoyed. It's from the 30-minute crest, brother. From here. See it? This one right here. How to backtest a strategy? You need to have a spreadsheet. I have a free spreadsheet in my Discord, and you need to go on a backtesting software, and you need to have specific setups that have specific rules that don't change. Right? 427 is old 4-hour support. This old support here. Since we pushed so fast through this zone, I just left it in case, because we can see that it had a reaction on the 1 hour here. You can see how there's been reaction. For how long do I stay in my trades? Pretty hard to say, but on average, probably around 15 to 30 minutes on average. Sometimes if the trade is like, say I take an entry and it just goes in drawdown and I have to hold drawdown for maybe 40 minutes, then it could take a while, you know? What's Harry? Harry is my name. That's the answer to your first question. Would you please explain the top-down analysis? Top-down analysis just means when you analyze from the higher time frame down, right? So you do from the top down. So you analyze the way I do it. I do weekly once a week. I do the daily every day. You know, look at the daily, then look at the 4 hour, look at the 1 hour, and then 30 and 15 is just for trading, right? Good morning. Is there a free service I can use for backtesting aside Tradingview? Yeah, you can use Soft4FX. Soft4FX is free. You can use the demo version, right? The demo version is free. They do have a paid version, but the demo version is free. It says Discord link is invalid. It shouldn't be invalid. Crest, if you mind just reposting in chat. Sometimes when people click it, it says that, but it normally works. Just sometimes, you know, maybe open it in a different browser or open it from the chat when Crest posts it. There we go. How do you trade news? Do you allow your trade to run over the weekend? Do you close prior to major news release? Well, if I'm deep in profits, let's say I'm in, 80 pip profit, I will hold that. I will put my stop loss maybe 10 pips in profit just to account in case there's some slippage, if some random thing comes out. But I'll hold that through news. If I expect news to continue moving in the direction my trade is, I will hold it through news and try get an extra push. If I'm in drawdown in a trade before news, I would definitely just close that trade, because you can really mess yourself up if you're already in a loss and then the news comes the opposite direction than you're expecting and you get your stop slip. It would be a bad situation. If you just enter the position before news, I don't really recommend that, especially a big one like FOMC or CPI. But right after it, let's say 5 minutes after news, you can start trading that with the volume, you know. It's no problem. So this is why we waited for this zone here. This is why I had that's why I was worried about this zone, because of this type of potential rejection we get from here. A lot of people would have seen this close below the range and be excited, but it's not the best place when we have this rejection. That's why I'd rather be below this area here. When you start trading, did you buy a course or learn it for yourself? So I've never ever bought a course in Forex, right? Never bought a course. I've never had direct mentorship. I learned from multiple sources and took the ideas from multiple people and applied them myself, right? And people will be ashamed to tell you online, oh, I learned from this person, I learned from that person. You shouldn't be ashamed, because it's impossible for you to learn by yourself. Someone has to teach you, right? So I would just search videos the same way you guys are learning now, watching my videos. I would do the same. I would search online, I would backtest and see if that guy makes sense or this guy makes sense. But originally I first started in crypto, and the first guy I was watching for a while, I'm talking about a year, was this guy called Eric Crown, but he didn't really trade the way we trade. Can you look at NASDAQ? Yeah, fine, I'll look at what's his name? Harry? I've not heard of him. Haven't seen him on YouTube. Hopefully YouTube pushes his content so I can see him. Nas. Alright, NASDAQ FOMC day today, so remember that. NASDAQ looking like it's closing bearish back into the range, but yeah, we're back inside this. Let's see the 4 hour, what 4 hours doing. 4 hours created a support. If this current 4 hour now can break the low and break this low, we can definitely get a wick fill down to the bottom of the range here, right? So we can get a wick fill down to the bottom of the range. If you're trading the 1 hour, maybe start to get below here, but it's FOMC day, so I expect this to do sideways, maybe push down, push up, and then FOMC will decide the direction. My job is not to predict which way news goes, because that's normally a career-ending move. If you get lucky and get it right, yeah, it will pay you off big, but you'll probably lose that if you keep repeating. Right, it's a form of bad profits. What will the sell setup look like, what we're looking for? Close below this line here. We'll write that for you guys. Everyone, let's remember to like the video, the YouTube business. Yeah, you know what it's like. Alright, so 1 hour is closing below the range here in 2 minutes. I would hope it could close a little bit deeper, and then I can take it at the break of the 1 hour low. But this is closing quite weak here. Right, not the most confidence-inducing closure. How do I draw my significant lines? Based on the daily 4 hour and weekly 1 hour, 30 minutes. I have it in my 2023 Forex course. I show you exactly how to draw those lines. Do you take the resistance from the wick or the body? Always the body. Always use the bodies, because the wicks are inconsistent, right? You have to consider them, right? But you should always use the body, because look at this. If I drew this on the body here, right? If we look at the 30-minute body, wherever it's gone, here you can see I drew this on the body, but here it's also the wick, right? But you want to consider the bodies. We want to look where price is closing in comparison of the bodies. Morning, James. Hope you're well, brother. Alright, so it looks like this candle is not closing very nice here. We probably need to wait for another closure at this point. It's not closing the way I want it to close. I wanted it to close either weak bullish like this, so it closes the 1 hour bearish, so I can take it at the break of the lows. But it is closing basically almost back into the range. We'll see. It's 6 seconds here if some madness happens. Isn't the wick body in lower time frame? So how does that work? Exactly, but we don't trade lower time frames. Lower time frames are inconsistent. Wicks are candles on lower time frames, but we don't need to consider that because we're looking at 15-minute candle closures. We're not looking at 1-minute candle closures. So that's why we don't need to consider it. So 1 hour opened here, no top wick. Definitely needs a top wick if I'm even going to consider a trade here. It did close below the support. So if anything, I maybe need either a 15-minute closing below this support here, or I need a break of the low and I'll use lower time frame to get in because the trade will be based on the 1 hour basically breaking the low, but I'll use something like a 5-minute closure to maybe get in. So I'll wait for that and see what happens. For now, just going to go to the toilet quickly and I'll be back. Mute my mic. LTAs are when you look to the left and you don't see support and resistance. Yes, exactly. It is when you see clean candles to the left. So this would be an LTA from here to here, but then this support is not an LTA. So if we do take a trade below here, we have to watch the support. We have to see, okay, does price reject this support or not? Right, that's what we'll be watching. So this will probably be a break-even point for our trade. If we do end up taking a trade here, this is probably where we would go break-even. Right? A clean LTA, very clean. These are super clean LTAs, right? But then this wick would be a sign of rejection. So I would use this, right? I would use this to be a target, basically. I like the win rate overlay at the bottom of the right screen. Great work, legend. Thank you, brother. Glad you like it. Yeah, this is only the stream win rate. That's why the trades are not too high, but it's also just started, so. It's supposed to be 100%, but I tried a risky position and I ruined it. Otherwise, stream win rate would be 100%, but I was trying something a bit risky. If we mark the candle body on higher time frame and find out it's different on the lower time frame, how to go about it? 4 hour and 15. You'll notice most 4 hour levels line up with 15. Like, check this. This is a 4 hour support. So if I scroll up, you can see how it's basically right where the 15 is. And I can technically just do this, right? Make it towards the 15 zone. And that's it, right? I have it now where the 15 is. You see? So you can just drag it next to it, right? Most of them will line up. Right, we made a big top wick here on the 1 hour. Now it looks like we want to try push down a bit here. If maybe we can get a 5-minute close below here, could be an option. Which will also be breaking the 1 hour low. Which will also hopefully eventually close the 15-minute bearish. Oh, I'm late. Sorry, sir. No need to apologize, brother. You can show up when you want to show up. How much did it take? How long or how much? Like how much money did it take me to become profitable or how long? What we've gone over? We've gone over the plan for today, what I'm looking for. We've gone over gold, FOMC predictions, stuff like that. How long? To be profitable, it took me around a year. To be consistently profitable took me around a year and a half. To be very, very consistent in terms of full having, how do I explain it? Like you're not worried in the month. Like, you know, even though maybe the first week of the month goes bad, you're not worried that, oh, okay, this is gonna go bad. Like to reach that stage, it took like maybe almost 2 years. Three minutes till this candle closes. Pretty big stops. Oh, 16 pips, not bad. If this 5-minute candle closes below and the next one breaks this low, that could be an option that I'm populating here. But we need the close below and the break. We need double trouble. What's my direction? It's a prediction. I'm not too sure, but based on market structure, everything looks bullish. So I don't see why FOMC does a quick downwick and then ends up going bullish. Where are you keeping your SL? Probably above this, maybe above this candle high, 169.929. Floated there. Yeah, because people online, they'll claim that they're profitable, but they're not consistently profitable. They might make money one day, lose money another day. That still means you're profitable, right? You're still making money, but consistently profitable means like week to week, month to month, year over year. Because you have to realize that someone's strategy can work in 1 month, but not work in another month. Because maybe in that certain month, how the market moves, it works for their strategy. So maybe they're profitable for 1 month, but then for the rest of the months, they're not profitable. But to have something that's consistently profitable is something that works month after month, year after year, market cycle after market cycle. Morning, NPG. Yeah, so quick rejection from the bottom of the range definitely gives us a lot of information. This is why it's important to stick to one pair, because you can watch your eyes on that one pair. What is it doing? How is it reacting, right? You're getting information from the charts here, right? We can see that price doesn't like this zone. Comes down, rejected. The last time it came down there, it rejected. Now we're down there again, it rejected. So this is a heavy rejection zone. So that's why we need to close below it and clear it. So not only do we need the close below, we need to break this low as well. Then only can we consider sells. if this candle breaks this candle high here at 169,933 and then another candle comes and just closes all the way down below the range, I'll have to probably think about that one, because that'll be quite a tough spot actually after seeing such a big move up, because this could easily reject and we end up having a small range here. I have to remember it is FOMC days, so the whole market will be waiting for FOMC, not only USD pairs. The whole market waits, right? All the banks are waiting, all the institutions are waiting, because they want to make sure they don't have any short-term running positions that will get caught out. So they'll just take a step to the side and wait for clarity in the markets. How long am I at the charts for the day? I'm usually at the charts for around 3 to 4 hours. What time frame do you trade scalping? Personally, I consider a scalp trying to get in a position and out a position as quick as possible, not really allowing the trade to run and giving it breathing room, and you're basically in a position to break even and trying to hit, 14, 15 pips or something, that's basically a scalp. But on, per the internet and per the, what people mostly call scalping, people call scalping, when you basically take a trade on the 1 minute and stuff like that, which it is true, but I think there's many ways to scalp. Scalp in my head just means to take a small piece of the market quick, right? Like a scalp. Right, so upwards volume here back into the range. This support has kept us safe today from taking any sells, which if anyone took sells here, they would have been in a loss. So that's why it's important not to rush into trades when you come to the computer and just focus on what we have, because this looks nice, right? We have a clean candles here to the left, 1 hour close below. I'm sure a lot of people here are in sells, a lot of people, and they'll be taking losses, right? 30-minute, even this 15-minute close below, people would have taken sells and now they're in loss because they're missing out on key information, right? We have a rejection wick here, and if we look left, it's also a support. So we need to be below that to take sells. We never take sells at support, right? We never take buys at resistance. It's basics. That's always what you have to ask yourself. My scalp would be to taking profits in and out and not staying in the markets for more than 4 hours. I don't think that's a scalp. I think that's more of a intraday trade. Scalp is literally like a 10-15 minute trade. You're looking to get into the trade, get out, and be done. You know what I mean? What do you call when James Bond crashes the stock market? Answer is spyfall. Man. I didn't take the sell because I was sleeping, just wake up. Well, that's good. Well, we weren't going to take the sell anyways because of this support here, so kept us safe. Let's have a look at Bitcoin here. What is Bitcoin doing? Daily is still ranging, waiting for FOMC as well. Bitcoin is waiting for FOMC as well. Come on, Tradingview. Don't lag on me now. Come on. Yep, Tradingview is lagged. Messing me up. GG. GG Tradingview. Well, this is still working. Let's go back and see if Bitcoin has decided to work. There we go. 4 hour time frame. Yeah, that's really messy in here. It's tough to trade this, especially in the middle of the range. When you're in the middle of the range, don't diddle in the middle. Look at the supports on gold. Yeah, we can mark up some stuff. I had this 4 hour range, which is not relevant anymore, so this I can move. This is the top of the range here, 4-hour support. I can maybe move this up to here like this. Just this range is all, you know, keep it as one. Really dirty in here. Trading up from here, we do have a support here. You can mark this like this. This is obviously your resistance. Something like that. This weekly resistance, I'll move down here like this. Back to my weekly resistance. There we go. Yeah. That's how I would have the markup. That's your current range. Clean candles outside of that range. Yeah, it looks good. If today can continue up, it will look good after FOMC. I'm sure you guys can find positions. Just don't be trying to do any hero moves today. Not the day to be a hero, right? It's a day to preserve profits and make sensible decisions. Right, interesting close here, closing back in the range. High chance to tap the top of the range here, but we'll see what it does at this resistance zone here. Again, probably at this point, 8 pips is not enough range for me to sell. Even if this closed bearish to sell to the lows, I rather sell below it and get below this support, because this seems to be our rejection for the day. This is where we're rejecting in the day. So I rather get below this rejection, right? I rather get below so that I can then take sells towards here instead of selling to here. Normally I do like to sell to here, but this is where we're selling into where we've seen rejection not once but twice. So selling into here is dangerous because you can reject here, can reject here, can reject here anywhere. So it becomes quite tricky. So I rather wait for it to come below that. Morning Valentine, how are you doing, brother? Long time, hope you're well. While we're waiting, we can have a look at AU for Mr. Crest. Crest wants to see AU, so let's have a look at it for him. Yeah, daily rejected that support. Did you take buys? We were talking about the daily rejecting this support. I hope you took buys yesterday. That's exactly what we're looking for here. I mean, that's tough with this candle here. That closed bullish like this. Yeah, that's tough. So now you want to try continue this move, and in order to continue, again, AU is a USD pair waiting for FOMC. So this is waiting for FOMC, potentially above this resistance here. You can look for buys, but FOMC is the only problem here. It's the only problem you have. But yeah, same thing with gold. It's kind of just waiting at the moment. Nice rejection here on GJ. It's what we like to see, keeping us safe out of the markets. It's another good feeling you get in the markets when you have a plan and you see your plan working, and you know that if you didn't follow your plan, you would have been in a losing trade. It's a very good feeling, and it helps you gain confidence. So that's something I want you guys to take away and use for yourself. Even though you might not take a trade today, watch what you were analyzing to happen. What you say, okay, I'm not taking sells below this zone because I expect it to reject it, right? Or I'm not taking sells at the zone because I expect rejection. And if you see rejection from that zone, you're going to be like, yeah, that's exactly why I didn't want to take it. And some days it will push through the zone and you're going to be like, oh, I was wrong. But in reality, long term, if you can identify that it rejects more often than not, that's what will keep you safe long term. This is a long term game. We're not trying to play a short term game, make profits in the short term. No, this all matters long term, sustainability long term, and being able to repeat the same thing over and over and over again, right? And for a lot of you, it will be tough to trade because, you know, to trade and to do any is like being an entrepreneur, right? You're in charge of everything. You have to make the decisions. You have to make the calls. You have to do the studying. You have to try become a better trader, right? So if you have to try become a better trader, what you're going to find happen to yourself is you have to get used to doing the same thing every single day and not seeing results. That is the hardest thing, right? That is the hardest thing, and it sucks. It really does suck to do the same thing every day. And what trading makes it even harder is that you do the same thing every day, try to get better, and you lose money. So on top of not seeing results, you actually get results taken away from you in terms of monetary. But that's why trading is the hardest way to make easy money, because if it was that easy, then everyone would be rich, right? Man in the chat come here and said lol. Nice, nice. Appreciate that constructive comment. Anyone do automated trading for MT4, MT5? EAs are very hard to find a consistent profitable EA unless you invest hundreds of thousands of dollars into a really good machine learning one. Otherwise, I fail to see one that is consistently profitable long term. I've seen ones that can make very little profit, but it's not worth the investment because, it's not worth the investment because you basically could lose everything at once. Results taken away from you? Yes. 100%, man, I agree. This was the last trade I Toko. What's Toko, man? Come on, now you can't type English. The day before yesterday, and the markets broke the range in just one big candle. Couldn't take it. That's okay, I'll have a look. Let's see. Come on, man. What's this? Shit. Quickly, let's make this the thumbnail. Did you lose so much money at the beginning? Yeah, I lost quite a bit of money at the beginning. The first lot size I used on my first account was a 2.5 lot. Why do you have the 30-minute resistance at this area here? This from yesterday. I haven't removed the line here. The real 30-minute resistance is this one right here. But this is already marked at 170, so I already have it marked. But this was from yesterday. I haven't removed it. I can probably remove it. Yeah, it's not really relevant anymore. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's not that relevant. Yeah, a bit confusing you. Yeah, sorry about that. Problem is that GJ is moving fast these days. Have to put so many lines. 100 pips a day, so I just forgot to remove that from yesterday. $64 of us in here. There was 70 at one point. Goal is to get this stream to 100 views. So if you can do everything possible to get this stream to 100 viewers, spam the chat with questions. Make it active, like the video, get it to 64 likes, whatever we can do. If we can reach that goal would be pretty cool. I'll be pretty happy. I think if we reach the goal, because I've been trying for so long to get this stream to 100 viewers, if we reach 100 viewers on the stream, I'll do a giveaway, a pretty fun giveaway. Cash giveaway. And not one place, I'll do like maybe 3 places. First, second, and third. So not one person gets to benefit, but 3 people get to benefit, which is fun. Hello, according to you, what's your take on using pending orders and market execution, which is safer? Yeah, it's a good question, man. Depends on the situation. Let's say I wanted to sell below this low, I can just use a sell stop. But the biggest mistake people make is they don't account for spread. Make sure you account for spread. Make sure you give a small a small gap and use pending orders. If you have hesitation problems, like you're scared to enter positions, use pending orders, right? If you're scared to enter positions, then just use pending orders. It really doesn't make too much of a difference, but yeah, I'd recommend you use pending orders if you have hesitation. For all the people in the program who know, potential setup number 4 today coming, potential setup number 4, right? We could see it up in this range here, setup number 4, find ourselves back down to the bottom of the range. Sometime the 1 hour candle will close above resistance, but 4 hour still within the range. How do you trade it? If it's at 4 hour resistance, I won't be trading at 4 hour resistance. If the 1 hour has closed above 4 hour resistance, yeah, I can look to entertain an entry, right? But until that happens, nothing. Don't be shy, Harry. You can tell me the 4th setup. Not telling you. Last person to tell is Crest. He's robbed my YouTube channel. Robbed it. Robbed it and put the views down. He told me to remove 30 videos from my channel. I want to get funded, man. Do you want to get funded? Then get funded. If you want to get funded, make sure to do the work, man. Make sure you're profitable. You've proven to yourself that you can grow a small account. Take the amount of money you would have paid for the challenge and put that into a small account. If you lose that, you were never going to pass the account anyway. So, but if you start winning on that account, you start making profitable trades, looks like you're ready and you can use the profits to buy an account anyways, right? You can take some of those profits and put it into buying that account. And then you have a discount on the account and you have the statistics and probabilities and data to prove that you are profitable and can pass the account. If you do that, you probably have a higher percentage of passing the account. What do I think about smart money concepts? I don't personally use them. I've used them in the past. It never worked for me. I think it's just a weird way to trade price action, right? I think it's a weird way to trade price action. And yeah. Yeah, the 4th setup is a little bit more advanced. That's why I prefer to teach them directly to the people who work with me. So would you take the 4th? It's not happening now. It would need to break outside of the range first. And 1, 2, 3 is in the Discord. So if you go to the Discord and you go to resources in the Discord, 1, 2, 3 is there for free. And those are the key setups anyways. I mean, I would say about 70% of the time in the market, you're going to find setup 1, 2, 3. That's the main setups we take. Every trade we've taken on stream has been setup 1, 2, and 3 so far. We've never taken anything except 1, 2, 3 on stream. Those other setups are all based off 1, 2, 3, but they're just small adaptations in order to find different ways that you can be sure to find a setup during that particular day, right? You need to, because some days we'll have different setups, some days we won't, right? And the days where we have the particular setups, some guys will miss the trades, but from experience, you'll be able to still take a trade in that. Shukran. You're welcome, brother. Man knows a bit of Arabic here. Why does your 15 so much longer than mine? I'm very zoomed in, man. Very zoomed in on my chart. What are the basics of price action? Very, very easy, brother. Support, resistance, trend, and candles. That's all the trading is based on, right? How all of those relate to each other. 69 watching. 69. Gotta love that number. Oh, as soon as I said that, dropped to 64. Come on, man. Why? What keeps you pushing during the times you weren't profitable? It's just a mindset, man. I have this mindset where it's a no quit mindset, you know? You have it or you don't, you know? And the people who have it, they reach far. But the people who don't have it, you can learn it, but it'll take you time. You just have to have this no quit mindset. Right? If this is something you really want to do and you want to be good at, you can't quit, right? So you just push because you know it will get better. You've seen people do it, so you can't have this quit mindset. You have to have this, I'm gonna get better, I'm not gonna let this defeat me. There has to be a way, you know? Because who doesn't want to be able to trade, make money online, and not work a full-time job, you know? But it sucks, man, it sucks. Till today, it still sucks, you know? Till today, you're still battling, trying to, because it becomes more and more and more. In the beginning, it was fun if you made $50. A few months later, $50 doesn't pay anything. Then you make $100. It's okay. Now you're making, $500. That's also okay, you know? And then you push your risk to $1,000, which in the beginning was crazy. But in the beginning, if $1,000 is crazy, now you're thinking, no, I actually need more, right? But I think the biggest mistake people make is they compare each other to those around them. Very, very bad idea. You know, don't compare to all these people you see online making $10,000 a trade, $5,000 a trade. You have to understand these people have multiple businesses as well. Right? They have trading businesses. They have an income. They can afford to lose that money. Right? And they started a long time ago. They might have been lucky and had someone give them money to trade. You know, they might have had a business that made them a savings of $100,000. It's all about preserving capital as well, you know. Like for me, I could risk if I really wanted to. My risk level could be around $5,000 a trade. And if I do mess up on $5,000 a trade, I'll still be okay, right? Based on my other businesses, based on my investments, it won't be a big deal, right? But it will mess up with my psychology. And 5K a trade is quite stressful for me at the moment. But I don't compare myself to anyone else because I don't know much people at my age making $1,000, $800 per trade. And that adds up quick, man. Just 10 winning trades is 10K. $10,000. The holy grail number that people look to make. You know? This is a very, very good point, but it's too late to quit after you've suffered. It sucks to quit after you suffered. I would suffer more quitting after I've been through a lot. Right? And that's reality, you know, when you've put yourself so deep into something, it's not over till you win, you know, it's a famous saying, not over till you win. So you have to just keep pushing, digging deeper, digging deeper. It really sucks. You know? And I put a lot of effort in other places, you know, to build a strong trading community. You know how much effort I put into building this community, making sure the streams are high quality. Behind the doors, there's a lot of work that goes on to make sure that people are benefiting from this. Because I get pride from giving value to others. You want to be someone in your industry that can help people. Trading is an industry where a lot of people I know, including myself, have lost money because of the bad information online. There's so much bad information that it makes me lose money. You should never lose money so quick from all of the people with bad information. And that's why I wanted to change that. That's why I started this YouTube. That's why I started this journey. And I thought I could help multiple people. And I still think I do. I can. Right? But it's a slow grind as well. You know, it's a slow grind. I've been on YouTube for 2 years. But there's so many other people out there showing Lamborghinis, showing this, that many people rather watch, but they don't have the quality. The people watching the stream are quality people. You can see the chat. There's no random person here in the chat. It's all good questions. It's all good questions here in the chat. And there's a reason for that. There's a reason. It's because we put out quality. We want to grow. You know, that is the goal. Because then everyone benefits, right? We get better investment into the business, better investment into production, better investment into everything. But if you look at all the stuff I've done for free in the last 2 years, you can't compare with that online. Can't compare. You definitely can help other people. The small amount of people that watch you are the people that actually want to learn, so it's much better than not being oversaturated. Yeah, exactly. But you also want to reach out to more people so more people can benefit. It's also annoying when you have to make everything, you know, that's why I always ask for you guys' support. Because I have no one else to ask, right? Because you guys are the guys who watch me. So I know it sounds annoying and I don't like saying it, but this is the harsh reality. This is how it works. Everyone's gone through it. All these big YouTubers you see, they've been through this stage. Asking for all of this, you know, it's normal. It's normal. But the difference between me and them is that I actually want to help you guys. They just want to be selfish for themselves. Of course, at the end of the day, I want to help myself. I'm not doing this for you. I'm doing it for me. You guys are not trading for me. You guys are trading for yourselves. Improve your situation, your family situation, you know, and I'm just trying to build something big. You know, I have exciting things coming, big plans, you know, a direction that people won't be expecting. But all of you guys who are here from the beginning, definitely going to see and benefit from it long term. That's for sure. Let me cook, as they say. Let me cook. Morning, Tom. Shukran. Welcome. When am I planning that backtesting Zoom? I'm just going to give it maybe in a couple of weeks. I'm just super busy at the moment fixing a few things with content and stuff like that. So I want to plan a time where I can give you guys 100%. And then I'll announce it. Don't worry, I'll announce it in the Telegram and the Discord. So be sure that you're joined in there. And then we'll do that free Zoom. I just need to adjust the times, make sure everyone's available. You know, I don't want to do it at a time and then only, 15 people show up because no one else could make it, you know. Probably do it on a weekend when people have more time. That's a good community, in my opinion. Help yourself means helping others. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Do you think the bias will change bullish? I was actually looking at that earlier on, but we're not even breaking 4-hour highs. Like, you know, this is... look at the 4 hours. It's not even strongly bullish here. So until we start breaking the highs, the bias won't change, you know. So the bias won't change till New York. Even if this changes structure from here, I just don't see this being a rejection zone. Like if you look at daily, where we're trading on the daily, it's like not even, we're not at support, you know. If we were maybe at support here or down here at 167, 612, or maybe here at 168, at least I can have an argument saying, okay, we might have a possibility to bounce out of this zone, and I can look, okay, if the 1 hour is closing bullish, I can have a counter trend option for today. But today, really, it's super tough today, you know. Maybe, if anything, I'm probably going to buy above 170, you know, second structure break. Once we break this structure, because this is a zone where a lot of fake outs can happen here like this. We can get a lot of fake outs happen in this zone. Pop up here, fake out, come back down. I see that happen a lot. If you're new to the channel, guys, welcome, welcome. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Please leave a subscribe so you can join for future streams and you get a notification when I go live. It'll be a pleasure to have you. And yeah, just have to say that, YouTube business, you know the drill, guys. Would it retrace the 15-minute 200 moving average? I don't use moving averages. Moving averages are a lagging indicator. And yeah. Oh, another super chat from Luciano. Appreciate you, brother, for your super chats. You don't have to send a super chat. A thank you in the chat is worth more than any amount of money. Well, not literally worth more than an amount, but I appreciate that. Greatly appreciated for the super chat. Very, very, very kind. This is it. Second range has to break for counter trend. Yeah, probably. I probably need the second range to break for counter trend. It'd make a lot more sense for me. Thanks for your outlook. All good, brother. All good. If you guys haven't followed me on Instagram, be sure to follow me on Instagram. Link is in the description. Crest will post it in chat if you guys are too lazy to tap the description. I post a lot of content on there. More than you guys would expect, to be honest. So definitely check that out. Short form content, really good stuff. Really good stuff. There we go. That's the Instagram. What do I think about buys above the resistance? I don't like the idea of counter trend trading above here. For me, it's not something I like to do. If anything, I want to see this close above, pull back, and then continue. I can probably take a counter trend here or here. But just the first closure above, I normally see there's a lot of opportunity. 50-50. It's a 50-50. You know, so you don't want to play off a 50-50. Should we stream today, guys, to London Open? Let me know in the chat if you want me to stream to London Open. Chill vibes. Yes. Okay, we'll stream to London Open. Okay, we'll stream to London Open. Trade all day. Okay, but before we stream to London Open, Give me 1 second. Let me go put on some rice. I need to put on some rice. So I'll be back in 2 seconds. Let me write on the chat here. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Need to put on some food. Otherwise, I will have no food to eat for lunch. So give me 1 second. Which song? Last song? Or this one right now? Let me cook. Yeah, I was actually had to cook. My bad, guys. My bad. I timed it. That was literally 3 minutes. The last song was Rubik's Cube. This one? It's Rubik's Cube, that's the name of that. Right, let's see what London Open does here in 11 minutes. Let that rice burn. I have a rice cooker. It shouldn't burn. Yeah, it has vocals. It's called Rubik's Cube. Make dosa out that rice? No, I'm just eating chicken and rice. Plain old bodybuilding style food. What time frame do I use for confirmation? 30 minute and 15. Always use 30 minute and 15. Dosa is heaven. Isn't dosa that long, the kind of round thing, like a pastry? Bit of a crab market. Talabat, bro. Yeah, exactly. I should, but you know, cooking and trading. That's how it is, you know. Think it's gonna be a crab market till interest rates? Yeah, yeah, it's what I said. Then you have all the dips next to it. But dosa is made out of rice powder. Not out of rice. It's made out of rice powder. You need to hang more around in Barsha for dosa? Yeah, exactly. You know what I really like? I really like pani puri. Pani puri is super good. Have I ate dosa before? Yes, I have. Definitely ate dosa before. I've eaten most of the Indian foods. Dubai has a lot of big Indian influence here in Dubai. Guys, I'm thinking of changing these pictures behind me. Let me know what I should put. What should I put behind me here? What do you think would look cool? Will be more interesting? Thinking of changing it to something cool. Need your suggestions. Chicken tikka masala. Yes, exactly. Butter chicken is the Brits' favorite. Right, 1 hour is closing here in 8 minutes. Imagine this can flip here in 8 minutes before London Open, and this 30-minute can close bearish. Be very exciting. Be very, very exciting. Maybe make a custom painting of yourself. What do you mean custom painting, man? Not gonna put a picture of myself on the wall. Come on. A glowing market trend in the background. Yeah, that's possible. That's possible as well. Market trend in the background. I could put a giant logo. Could put a logo of myself. Would you take a sell on next candle breaking the low of the previous if this 15 closes strong bearish? I would need this 15 to close like this. Then maybe. I don't know. I don't really like this zone, man. Maybe I'll just take it impulsively here and put stop loss above the high and rely on volume. But this zone really doesn't look nice. Someone wants to practice kissing? What? What type of comment is that? Or better to wait for closures below. Yeah. Probably want closures below, man. Put Powell on the painting. Yeah, that would be pretty funny. No, I'll put a picture of Trump. I'm down to practice kissing. I run the stream more than an hour and this is what happens in chat. You're on the wrong app? Nah, man, I think this don't worry. This preparing for only pips. Only pips coming soon, and we're seeing already the preparation and the hype behind only pips. 5 minutes to London Open. The OG only pips. We only kiss support and resistance. Yeah, we only kiss our profits or kiss our profits goodbye or kiss support and resistance. No. Now don't bring in the homies. Poster of a blue Porsche 911. I think the best comment is from Luciano. Definitely would be cool. But then it looks like I'm some guy who's chasing cars and stuff like this. The 1998 lineup portrait of Mr. Olympia. That is definitely a good idea. That would be pretty cool. 1998, that was a good year. Ronnie Coleman in the middle. Yes. Jay Cutler? No, Jay Cutler was not in the 1998. Flex Wheeler. Good old Arnold with a cigar. It's a classic. It is a classic. Juice heads. They're just bodybuilders, man. It's part of their sport. Part of the sport. Looks good after close above resistance. Counter trend, yeah, maybe. But really, I think if it breaks this resistance, it's gonna do it impulsively. I don't think you'll get a close. I think it'll move up very, very quick. Oh, gold. Okay. Let's have a look at gold. Yeah, gold is trying to break above here. Oops. Yeah, that's interesting. Pre-FOMC. Yeah, let's see if gold can close above. London Open, maybe some volume comes in on London Open. I would prefer to see support above because of these fake outs. See all these fake outs? So I'd prefer to see the 15 close above and then the 5-minute pull back or create a bearish candle like this and the next one break the high. Then that would be nice to take an entry just to give more confidence. That's what I would prefer to see on gold. Put Moai stones? What's Moai stones? Oh, those. Gold is at daily resistance, 20 pips to the left. Yeah, 20 pips range is all you have, yeah. You have to, yeah, this one maybe is not a problem at the minute, but this is well, this is 200 pips to the left. 200 pips to the left. This is a chill song. Fall to sleep. You want the name, Crest? You want the name? Alright, London Open rejected this support here. Very interesting last minute rejection. Probably if we get a quick wick down, we'll see this break the high and continue. Not interested in that trade, only looking for sells. The name is 647. 647 is the name. I'm still waiting below this low. For sells, still waiting below this low. Don't really care about anything in this range. I'm going to declare this as a non-trade range for me. I'm not trading inside of this range. All right, London Open comes, boom, move towards the downside. And now, as I said, will we get that break of the range? No, nothing. All right, 1 hour candle close bullish, back inside the range. Danger, danger. 30-minute closed weak bullish. Danger, danger. Yeah, I need a break below this whole zone here if I'm gonna consider taking sells. This is a no trade range for me. It's pretty much it. That's my plan, guys. So very simple plan, waiting for closure below the range. 5-minute if we start to see volume come in. Not interested in buys just yet. And yeah, that's basically the plan. I appreciate all of you guys showing up today and sticking around. We ran the stream a little bit longer for you guys. And yeah, unfortunately there was nothing happened. So it was chill vibes. Nice way to start your morning. And yeah, catch you on the next stream. Max TP is going to be the 4-hour support at 169, 420. You know, 420 is always a number we target. Not literally, but you know what it's like. And yeah, thank you guys for showing up. And have an amazing day. And catch you hopefully on the next stream. Peace. Take care all.